Brian, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm getting there slowly but surely. I think I'm over the worst of the injury now. So obviously nice to be back in about here as well and seeing all the boys again. So yeah, just a little bit frustrating. Obviously, the season's kind of finished now, and I don't really have a game to kind of aim to get back for. So unfortunately, I have to wait till next season.
Is that the added frustration when you see what the players are achieving without you? Wrapped up the title, now they've got the Scottish Cup final.
Yeah. To be fair, I've still been absolutely buzzing watching the boys from the sidelines, and they've done absolutely magnificent to kind of wrap the league up, and obviously going to a huge game to end the season, the cup final. So personally, obviously, I was going to be frustrated to miss these games, but still definitely feel part of it, and I'll be supporting the boys.
Yeah, I suppose there's always just that little bit of disappointment in the back of your mind that you're not out there with them.
Yeah, that's it. Obviously, everybody wants to play in these kind of big games, especially cup finals and big games in the league and stuff. But obviously, I was lucky enough to play in the last cup final, and enjoyed that. So it certainly feels like I've had my part to play this season.
Are you watching the game on Sunday?
I did watch it. Yeah. I just watched it from the house. So obviously a frustrating watch for me.
Yeah, what did you make of it? Obviously, it wasn't the performance the guys were looking for.
Yeah, look, to be fair to Rangers, they came out and came after us, and I think the early goal obviously kind of changed the shape of the game a lot, because after that we were always kind of chasing it and didn't really manage to kind of recover from it so early. So I look frustrated, and you could sense it after the weekend that a few of the boys were obviously frustrated from the game, and obviously we wanted to kind of go out there and prove a point. But like I said, fair to Rangers, they it wasn't to be, and they were the better team on the day and deserved to win.
How much does that indicate about next season?
A few people have said that. I don't think indicates too much. I think it's very easy to kind of everybody to jump on that, and it's the same after every kind of old firm, the winner, and it's maybe not blown out of proportion, but it feels like that a little bit. So I think going into the game, I think if say the league was still for grabs and stuff like that, there was plenty different. The game could have gone much different if it had been a different kind of setup, if you know what I mean, going into the game. So I don't think there's too much to read in. Like I said, Rangers were the better team on the day, deserved it, but that was just one game.
Can I just ask you about your injury, if you're happy to talk about it?
Yeah.
What do you remember from what happened?
Not much. I remember walking out the tunnel before the game, lining up, and then I remember going into the huddle, and that's my last memory until my girlfriend visited me in hospital at 10:30 that night. So most of the day's gone. I can't really remember obviously the incident or the ambulance, anything like that. It's all gone.
What kind of goes through your mind when you wake up in that hospital bed?
A bit of shock, to be fair. It wasn't too bad. Obviously all the medical staff that were at the game, and the Celtic staff were all amazing and kind of calmed me down and let me know. And I'm sure the morphine in the hospital definitely helped as well. So yeah, it was. I think the kind of first few days, obviously I had to wait a few days until the surgery. That was probably the worst. Just having to kind of deal with the pain and get through that. But ever since then, it's I've kind of gradually been feeling the benefits of. Day by day getting better and better, so it's been good.
Were you immediately aware of kind of the prognosis, the outlook, and was there ever a concern of this actually could be quite, obviously very serious, but quite serious, if you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think even the first kind of days, my memory's a bit kind of faded after it, and I went for a few scans and stuff, and the kind of brain scan came back and said okay, and I think that was the main one that was the kind of relief after that was all clear, and then it was just when the surgeon came to see me, and I think he kind of hit home how serious it was, because he was a bit shocked at how much damage it managed to take. So I knew obviously after the first week it was a bit of a shock, and after that I kind of got my head around the fact that it was one of these things that happens. I need to kind of take it easy for a few months and hopefully fully recover, and kind of look after myself and hopefully be back to normal.
Obviously that's brought your season to a premature end. How will you look back on this season at Celtic?
Very positively. I think like you said, even though I'm missing out in the end, it's frustrating, but I'm sure the season finishes, and I look back at a whole that especially compared to the start of the season, where my thoughts were, and I was struggling to believe that I could. It was getting less and less that I thought I could push into the team, and so to be the other end of the season, look back now and manage to kind of break in and have an impact finally at Celtic. It's been brilliant. It's been what I've wanted since I signed, and it just kind of pushes me on there for next season. Makes me excited that hopefully I can really kick on.
Fair to say that it's a season where you've gone from maybe questioning where your future would be to only seeing it here.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like I said at the start of the season, I didn't know what was going to be going, where I was going to be going forward. But now I'm just looking forward to the next season with Celtic.
Ryan, have you spoken to Dom since?
Yeah, I've spoken to him a few times, which is funny. I think everybody, obviously, that as well kind of got blown, but everybody kind of started coming out and saying it was deliberate and stuff like that. Whereas, me and Dom are good pals, and I stayed with him when I was away in Aberdeen as well. So, and there's certainly no malice in the challenge, even though I think he admits it was pretty late. But yeah, we've spoken about it and stuff. I think he said it as well. The main one is I don't understand how I've ended up like this, and he's been completely fine. His head must be made of concrete. I've spoken to him, and so it's all good.
Ryan, one of the lads was here at Celtic who didn't play in England in the first time around. What's been your first impressions of him as a coach since he took over the club?
All positive. I mean, I think for me it's actually been quite frustrating because I've only actually played, I think, 3 games. Obviously he came in and I was injured my hamstring, and then I only got 3 games under him and I'm injured again. So it's been frustrating to me that I've not really had the chance to play under him as much as I would like. But I think to be fair, to see the results he's picked up since he come in, and to kind of get us to the league title and the cup final as well. It's kind of no mean feat for him to come in and do that. So it's been brilliant for him and brilliant for all the boys as well that have managed to kind of continue it when there was so much upset. Obviously with the short departure.
Yeah, I mean obviously it's the end of the season, but as football is nowadays, the preparation for next season begins immediately. Is that something that's already on your mind?
Not quite yet, even though we, like you said, we don't get much time off. Certainly up in Scotland, you seem to be back at it straight away. I think obviously 2 kind of big games. Well, more so the cup final for all the boys that will be concentrating on that, and then I think it's only fair that a few of them get to switch off. I mean, there's obviously internationals as well, so they don't get that much time, but. Nice to kind of reflect on the season and switch off a bit, and then it's not that long until we're back in for pre-season and working hard again.
What is your target? Is it the European qualifiers? The qualifiers here. I'll just right now. I'm just looking to be hopefully go straight back in full training the first day of pre-season and take it from there. As far as I think I should be on target for that, and if I make that, I'll be happy. So that's the aim. The anti-disappointment you can't be involved with Scotland either.
Yeah, that's it. I know, especially after missing out the last one as well with my hamstring. So it's been frustrating because I've touch wood, this far in my career I've not really kind of suffered many injuries, and then 2 big ones kind of come at once. So it's been frustrating, but these things happen in football. You kind of need to take it with a job, and I mean, like I said, as long as I'm kind of back fully fit and feeling fine again by pre-season, I'll be happy.
You're in a unique situation where you broke into both these squads, the Celtic and Scotland squads, fairly well, but both could now have completely different managers in the coming months. Is that something that concerns you about your own future, keeping that place in both those teams?
When any managerial change, you need to make sure that whatever manager's coming in, that you're on top of your game. I think it's more so, especially at Celtic, whether the gaffer first stays at not over the summer, or if someone else comes in. I think everybody will be looking to hit the ground running come pre-season and fight for their place. And then it's only obviously when boys are doing well at club level when you get the international call up. So I think first things first, I need to concentrate on club level, and hopefully again that kind of pushes me into the international setup.
One of the names linked to the Scotland jobs, your own manager, Derek McKenna, do you think he'd be a good place for that?
It's not for me to comment on. Obviously it's not my decision, but yeah, I love my time at Aberdeen under Derek. He's brilliant for me, and I think you can see the the job he's done at Aberdeen over so many years so consistently. You know, it just shows what a good manager he is, and I had a lot of playing time under him and enjoyed his coaching, enjoyed the way he works. So like I said, though, it's not up to me. It's for the big dogs to decide that.
In the aftermath to the weekend's game, there was sometimes a lot of talk about the amount of work that needs to be done, the playing squad, the changes that maybe need to be made, that kind of thing. Now that the dust has settled, everyone's had a bit of space, a bit of time to breathe. Do you think sometimes that's a bit of a knee-jerk reaction, a bit over the top, and that actually the squad here needs tweaking rather than the words that were being used, perhaps?
Yeah, I think so. I think, like I kind of touched on earlier, it's especially after Old Firms, it all gets kind of blown out of proportion straight away, and I think you saw that with a couple of comments and going through the press and from their side, and that Glasgow's blue and that kind of stuff, and I think when you kind of look at it now, we're going into the last 2 weeks and we've got a trophy day and a cup final to look forward to, and they certainly don't have that. So I think at the weekend Glasgow will definitely be green and white, that's for sure.
Looking forward to the celebrations, even though you'll not obviously be playing.
I am indeed, yes. I was just out getting photos with a cup and I was enjoying touching it. So it'll be brilliant. It'll be brilliant for me and all the boys, and even my family as well come down, and it's always a brilliant day. So I'm sure all the boys are kind of looking forward to it.
What were you doing last season this time around? I know you're obviously moving from club to club, but when you were on the bus, were you enjoying it, watching it?
I can't even remember when I was. I would have been still at Aberdeen focusing on the last game. I think in fact, the last game was against Celtic, so I couldn't play, so I was already on my holidays by now, which would be nice if it was the same this year. But fair play to actually Aberdeen ended up beating Celtic last game of the season to get Celtic second place. So there was Aberdeen. We were delighted with that as well, to kind of put Rangers to second spot.
So you enjoying finally getting on that bus then?
Yeah. Like I said, it'll be a brilliant day to be part of on Sunday, and especially kind of getting the cup, like you said, and going around Celtic Park and doing your kind of lap of honour and stuff. It's always nice this time of the season, and then more importantly for the boys, it's the big one the week after, and everybody will be looking forward to that, I'm sure.